watching his videos. Like I'm learning new words, like new fancy words, and the spiritual content he shared stories in a very well manner. Like
You mentioned like you watched the Meshwari's video, and he mentioned it many times that you don't need to wait for the right age, right?
right.
You can start it now.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Actually, not fine. Actually, I'm under the weather. But
Mhm.
I'm so happy when I mail you and you replied me very soon. I was not expecting from you that you will reply me very soon. Seriously.
Why you weren't expecting? Because many people say this thing like we are not expecting that you are going to reply me or this.
No, because I thought that you have a lot of stuff to do. That's why maybe you were not free that time. So
Okay, 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 okay. But I do these conversational videos, so this is just one thing, like whatever I do, all others. Yeah.
so
So you are feeling under the weather. Same here.
that,
I'm feeling little bit cold. Not exactly because in here right now it's like not that much cold now.
yeah, because I think weather is changing, so that's why I don't know why what happened.
Okay, okay. So can you introduce yourself for because we are meeting for the first time, so
Sure. So I'm Sakshi Chauhan from Gwalior, MP, and I have done my master's in 2019. So right now I'm running my own coaching classes. I teach students, I teach kids KG 1 to 9th standard. And
Mhm,
apart from this, I'm working on my English. And apart from this, there is another stuff that I do. So I write stories and poetries. So
mhm.
I'm a public speaker as well.
Okay, that's lovely to know public speaker. Wow, I like this. So like you have done MA in which stream?
MSc. I have done MSc in botany.
Okay, MSc. Okay, okay, okay. And you have your institute where you teach.
Coaching classes I have.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So which subjects you teach?
No, usually I teach all the subjects from KG 1 to 9th standard. Like uh, all the subject I handle.
So I think you don't teach spoken English maybe because in schools they don't need to speak in English.
Yeah. So that's why in summer vacation, I run my in my coaching. I start free English classes so that in my locality the students they cannot afford, and their families is not allowing to send them in speaking English. So I do it in a summertime because nowadays I have a hectic schedule because of my batches, 4 to 5 batches I take, and apart from this I have to work on my English as well. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why.
Okay, okay. So you are alone, like handling all these things, or someone else?
Yes, of course.
Okay, okay, okay. That's great. And you said like you do public speaking. So where do you do usually?
Like nowadays, there is a concept like open mic. I don't know, have you heard or not? So yes, I go there. Last 1 year, actually, I'm doing all this kind of stuff. So initially, I have to approach them. I have to ask them that I want to attend this session. And nowadays, like people know me little bit. So nowadays, they approach me sometimes. So I go like in my city and out of my city, like Delhi and Mumbai, like where I can go easily. So not
Mhm.
very far. I try.
Okay, yes, that's great. So, what do you speak usually there as a motivational speaker or as a like what?
No, no, like when there is a event is going on, is sometime I host, and sometime as I told you that I write stories and poetries, so I share that stuff.
What?
And most of the time I host that events.
Okay, great. Hmm. Great. Okay, so and you are Priyanka's friend, I guess.
Ye- Yes.
Yeah, I have talked with her, I think few days back. Yeah,
Yes, I saw both of your conversation and that was quite good. You
yeah,
both were too good in that particular video. Like you are, of course, you are too good. Prinka was also sharing about you, that Rajni ma'am, and she is too good. She is very fluent. Then I said, okay, I watch both of you, and definitely that's great.
and after that you mailed me, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, that's great. And these days, like many of girls are mailing me, and especially girls and women who are like housewives. So that I feel like really, that is encouraging for every girl out there, because girls don't have that particular environment, and even that they don't feel safe also while they approach any boy or for conversation. So it's great that you approached me, and I want to ask you if you want to be a member of our group, WhatsApp group, where Priyanka is also.
Okay, sure, of course.
So you can mail me your number, okay, after this conversation. So I'll add
Sure.
you in that, because there are, I think, 2 to 3 or 4 girls who are really keen to learn this language. So you can talk to them anytime whenever you get free time and you want to practice.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
So you know everything about me, or I need to like introduce myself?
share something about yourself.
Okay. You want me to?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So my name is Rajni Verma, as you know, and I am from Sri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. Currently, I'm living in a PG in Jaipur, and I have done my graduation in Korean language from JNU. Now I'm running a YouTube channel and working on both the languages simultaneously. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I mean, uh,
to know about your hobbies. Like, what do you do in your free time? I
what
guess you
I
don't
do.
have because you have things to do.
Yes, whenever I get free, I read some books and some videos. Most of the time, I spend my time in videos. Like this English content, I try to consume as much as I can. Apart from this, like I love stories and this poetries, so these kind of stuff. What do you do in your leisure time?
Yeah, I also read books. These days I'm reading books and watching podcasts because I'm working on, like, I'm trying to learn as fast as I can. And second thing, I love singing. These days I'm not doing this, but I used to. These days I just listen some music and all, yeah. And now because I'm feeling myself into in this spiritual aura, that's why I'm just reading and watching and learning about this meditation and spiritual things.
Wow, that's great. Like we almost cut from the same cloth. Like I'm always trying to get into myself in this spirituality and all. Actually, this is very hard, but it is very relaxing, when I listen these kind of speeches. Okay, so who do you follow like for this spiritual content? Is there any particular person or randomly you can listen anyone?
These days I'm listening many people, and honestly I follow Jay Shetty because he shared very simple way in his book. So that is simple, so I follow him. But there are many things, like many doubts occurs every single day. So then whenever I watch a different video or different people on Ranveer, on the Ranveer show, like on Bear Biceps channel, then I get to know so many different things about, you know if we have a particular mindset, everyone has their different opinion on that, regarding spiritual thing or regarding God, regarding universe, like how we can connect. Everyone has different way of connecting with this. That's why I listen different people. Yeah. And you were asking something like after my introduction, so I just interrupted you.
No, I think I forget what I was saying.
Uh-huh. No problem.
Yeah.
What do you do for this spiritual path and to know yourself better?
So, usually there's a two, three people who, sorry, two, three person who I follow a lot, like Sandeep Maheshwari sir. So he's not, spirituality is not connected with him, of course, but for mind relaxing, for understanding that how the things is working, how the mindset, how can we, adjust in each and every situation. For this I follow him. And for this spiritual content, so I follow Swami Mukudanand. Have you heard the name? I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
you.
And he speaks very, he has a very calm personality. I listen a lot of his videos. Yeah.
Initially I had started for him only for
Mhm.
English, because once or twice I listened him, then I observed that he used amazing word, I mean very fancy word. Wow, that's too good. So I started to listening them. When over the time I was getting, I was start to taking interest in this spirituality, then there was a two benefit for watching his videos. Like I'm learning new video, oh, sorry, new words, like new fancy words. And the spiritual content he shared stories in a very well manner. Like I heard so many stories of them.
I also started watching him just because of English, but then I also found like, wow, it's something different, something interesting. And even he explains everything in a calm manner, in a relaxed energy. You can feel that energy too while listening or while watching. Hmm. That's
Yeah.
great. And two others, like you said you follow two to three people. So
Yes.
one is
Sadhguru,
uh,
Sadhguru,
Sandeep
Sadhguru,
Maheshwari.
yes,
Sadhguru.
and Shivani ma'am. So I heard them.
So have you read the book also? Inner Engineering, written by Sadhguru.
Inner engineering, no, I haven't read this book yet. But nowadays I'm reading different book, that is Beyond Birth and Death. So this book
Oh,
I'm reading and I'm trying to understand what is actually this beyond birth and death.
uh-huh, uh-huh. So have you heard about astral travel?
Astral travel, I haven't heard.
Oh,
What
yeah,
is?
I also heard this just 3 or 4 days back when I was talking one with one of clapping with tutors, and I upload his video today only in the morning at 9 a.m. So he shared that concept of astral travel. That is also a next stage of meditation in which body stands still or lie still or and the soul travels like kind of. So it is
Oh,
something different, something new and exciting. So
yeah.
yeah, you search about it that like on Google, on YouTube, everywhere because I also searched about this, but I haven't watched a lot many videos yet. So yeah, you
Yeah.
can search about it. That is something inspiring, different.
Yes. Yes. So, I want to ask you something. I mean, your point of view. Okay. Like in this spirituality, like we both are getting indulged in this spirituality. So, initially I've read about and I've heard about. So, whenever I discuss with my brother and all, so brother and my family, like it's okay to be spiritual and it's okay to listen this kind of, content, like be calm, be kind towards other. So my brother said, this is not right time to go into the spirituality. Like first focus on your life, first focus on your career, and then go into the spirituality. But I don't agree with this. What do you think about this?
I also don't agree with this because as you mentioned, like you watched Sandeep Maheshwari's video, and he mentioned it many times that you don't need to wait for the right age, right?
Right.
You can start it now with your like material life or whatever you are doing with this. You can start with it because you can just give like 15 minutes, then 20 minutes, then half an hour, then 1 hour, and you can give that much to yourself because you are living for yourself first. So
Yes.
why you are waiting for the right age? Like what people says, like people say right age. That is not right age or anything. That is just what you think, what your mind says, or what your soul wants to. So I also don't believe in that. There is no right age. You can start anytime. Like there are many people who are really like I think younger than me, but they are doing business, right? And
Yes.
even one have you must I think you must have heard about him, MBA Chaiwala. He's
Of course.
like yeah, he is I think 24, 25 years old, maybe. Just like he is youth, so he's young. So that is why I'm saying this, because for business there is no age limit or right age or thing like that. Then why for spirituality?
Of
We can do
course.
anything. Yeah. And this is a imperative thing, I must say, imperative for every human being to do this.
Yes. Of
So
course.
I'm also not agree with that. True, because I'm also a follower of Sandeep Maheshwari, and he said this right. Because if you are feeling it right now in this age, like I want to become a spiritual, I want to um, know myself in a better way, I want to become a little more aware of these life, death, and all. So it's good. It's you can start right now, right here.
Of course. Yes.
Hmm.
I do agree completely. And I also think like this because, we are making a plan to be good in our life. Okay, like I want to do something best for
Yeah.
myself, my life, but my mind is not relaxed. I'm not able to understand the things properly. I'm not able to handle myself. Like I'm too emotional. I'm so angry. So that's how can I reach there? So this is the reason that I think spirituality is very, very important. First of all, we have to control our mind, our body, like our emotions. After that, we can think about any another thing.
And it's the challenging one. Like this task is very challenging. It's not everyone's cup of tea even, and no, even the person I'm talking with on Clappingo, he said like I'm doing this, but why I'm not getting exactly like right, like I'm not getting like I do meditation every day, and I asked him, are you consistent with it? Because I'm not consistent with it. I do sometimes. He said like I do every day, I'm quite consistent with it, but then he is saying like I'm not experiencing anything. So for meditation, for mind, we need patience, and it is challenging task. So
Of course.
it depends. And if you start early on your age, that's good for your like if you want to have a big want to become a businessman or businesswoman, then it helps in a better way. Like if you have a calm mind, calm, and what I can say. I'm not getting the exact word for it, but I think you got the idea.
Of course, I got it completely.
Yeah. So how do you do practice?
English, like uh, last 1 year, 1.5 year something, I do my session. Like we do our session, Priyanka and I do. So, and
Mhm.
we met like this. We haven't met physically. So we met. Yes, we don't. I mean, she messaged me once. It is more than 1 year, I think, and I was not comfortable with her initially. But when we exchange our number, I don't know how we met. I mean, we met. I think Alina Rice. Have you heard the name?
Yeah, yeah, definitely everyone.
Of course. Sorry. So I don't know where she find. I mean, she is so curious to. I mean, learn. I am also, but she is more than me. I salute to her. I mean, she is so desperate to learn English. So she messaged me. Then we start our conversation. Then we find
First,
some girls.
you talked in the comment section, I guess.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and then we start our session. And after, I mean, we both are a Hindi medium student, so we had completed our schooling, college also. I mean, she's doing, but I have completed everything was in Hindi medium, so it was a little. hard, but
Yeah.
anyhow we start to manage to speak. I mean, we made a lot of mistake. I mean, right now also we are doing, but then we work on grammar on every topic. Like, we pick up one topic and then start with that. So yeah, gradually I can say we improve a little bit, but definitely we have to work more. And apart from this, I mean, we don't have an environment like in our locality or in our home. Nobody speaks English. Even in my friend circle, nobody speaks English. So we have to manage anyhow.
Yeah, this is the biggest problem, that we don't have the environment. And one thing, like, there are many people who learn this language, who learn many vocabulary, grammar, and the sentences. You know, they learn 100 sentences or 200 sentences, but they don't have anyone to practice with. That is the biggest problem. And thanks to this internet and this YouTube, that we are connecting, we are able to connect each other, we are able to communicate with each other. And okay, so you mentioned that you do with Priyanka. So, like, in a week, how many times in a week, or every day?
Every day. Every
Okay.
single day. Yes, 30 to 40 minutes every single day.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. I also took this challenge now. Like, I'll complete 100 hours of speaking in English. So yeah, let's see how it will go, and it will start. I think I'm going to start from today. Hmm. Is there anything that you want to ask?
No, actually, I'm so happy to talk with you because in last this 1 year and this I'm just talking with Priyanka. Actually, I don't feel that I get scared or I get underconfident while talking to someone, uh, but still I was feeling little scared. Like, I don't know how will I manage to talk, but fortunately I've managed. And thank you so much for having
Spoke
me.
really well, and you are really good at this language. I must say this. And yeah, and if you are doing this practice every single day for 30 to 40 minutes, you will go definitely in a good way.
Yeah,
You are on the right path. Don't worry about it.
hope so.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. It was nice talking to you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Have a
Bye.
nice day.
Have a good day.